and you kind of go with the clues that are given by what the character says.
Alright, today I'll be opening a couple packages that I got from Tower Hobbies. This is one of two.
Exactly what makes him tick, but what he's about. And eventually, hopefully I find that. Although sometimes I don't find it until the cameras start rolling.
Got
it's just uncertain.
an Onyx 110 AC/DC peak charger.
The first couple of days I wasn't sure
for nickel metal hydride and ICD.
I tried different things.
8 cell, 4 to 8 cell.
Gradually something began to form.
Charges at 1 amp to 2 amp or 4 amp.
And it's collaborative too, because we constantly rewrite the script.
I really don't use these, but
for all
it's cheaper to get
this
and get a discount off what I was buying than to
get thrown out of a location. But sometimes you start
the whole truck by itself.
Try to do a table reading and have everybody
pack of
sit down
4 double A's for the
be
remote.
comfortable with the material. As a writer, sometimes a line might look really good on paper, but when you hear somebody say it, it doesn't sound right at all.
A 3000 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride battery.
You know, a lot of times the writer's in on it, which is always a good thing, in my opinion.
That's box one.
And the actors talk about the director's talking about what this scene is about, and the actors are saying, well,
box
this
two.
is what it's about. Would you really do this, or would she really say
And
that?
I got a third box
Would
with
it be better if this? There's a lot of
truck by
give and take
itself.
in there, and after a table reading, there's always a big rewrite, because you say, oh wait, we don't need half of that dialogue. It comes across really clear, or wow, that didn't make any sense at all, or we don't need that scene, we need an extra scene here. All kinds of things can happen. So, going Back to the Future, I remember Chris talked to us about Doc Brown, sort of a combination of Albert Einstein and the conductor Leopold Stokowski. You've seen Fantasia, Leopold Stokowski looks like.
Go get a knife.
That's the hair that Doc Brown has, and the larger-than-life mannerisms of Leopold Stokowski. Chris being a big classical music buff, that was in his consciousness in incorporating some of that into the character. And as we got more comfortable with what
let's read what it's got here.
It made it more and more. It made it easier to figure out.
Alright, this is ready to run, which I buy all my trucks ready to run. Sometimes it comes out a little bit cheaper to get the ready to run versions, to me at least, because I don't like changing any of the ESCs or the only thing I really upgraded on all mine are not even the servo. I believe it was only the links
with like Judd Hirsch, Danny DeVito
and
on a
just
sitcom,
tires,
live feel to more theatrical.
Lights,
I came to
maybe here and there I changed.
When I moved out here, I had
the bodies, because sometimes I don't like the original bodies. That's the only reason I bought this one.
I have to be frank, I didn't really respect them. I thought,
like I said, this is the 2012 Jeep Wrangler Ultimate CR Edition.
I may be selling out to go Hollywood, but I'm not going to sell that far.
Kit specifications, transmitter, receiver, ESC, drag brake, one motor, electric,
the character
pre-painted body.
Who the character was, and I went to
off-road
saw the company, and I thought, this is an incredible company.
Mountain Rockies.
A wonderful ensemble, amazing writers, wonderful director. I just thought,
all right, so we got a
what's the problem?
Metal Gear Servo,
so
151 ounce. The protective electronic box, the 2.4 gigahertz radio,
Good selling point for actors.
the 3-channel
without it, what are you gonna do? Mumble?
2.4 gigahertz receiver. The A2 ESC with drag brake.
Make writers look really good too.
Yeah, well, okay.
But that's why actors get the big bucks. Really, we go see people like people.
I know that this ESC is on all my older ones.
Script, character, and character.
I do believe that this ESC is not 3S capable, which is kind of a bummer that you're actually paying so much money for this truck. I think
TV series because
originally the truck came out at $450 with the RTR.
But if we love those characters, we keep coming back.
Also,
a great actor
for the 450,
can, breathe so much life.
You could actually get
into the written word. That's why they get the big bucks.
Axial.
I've read a little about like Night Stalker, classic show, and really the X-Files totally ripped off.
Let me just
how was that your early career running for television?
put them together here.
You know, and
the axial deadbolt.
Well, when Bob Zemeckis and I got started out of USC Film School,
put them together,
trying to figure out how
and we could see the differences.
It wasn't really what we were that interested in.
It actually looks like it's the same.
Zemeckis was hanging
everything to me is all the same body.
Figure out how he was going to get a job directly.
I mean, all the.
He was observing on the set of a TV series called.
Nothing really changed on it. Maybe the location, the battery.
Dennis Weaver. And television in those days was done quite differently than it is today.
The axial deadbolt.
There were only 3 networks.
Was only like $300.
An entire season.
And if you actually get it from Tower Hobby, like sometimes you could, if you apply for their coupons or for their members, for $9.99 a year, you get coupons. So if you spend over $300, you get $50 off. So the truck actually came out to $250.
So,
but what's different on this one, on the deadbolt, you also got the Metal Gear, Serval,
they need a script from McLeod.
3-channel transmitter,
2 or 3
which
weeks and they don't have one. We got to write one. And I said, what's
not
McLeod?
even an option.
I had never even seen the show. So he'd swiped a few scripts from the production office, and I read them, and we banged out a 2-hour McLeod script in about 10 days.
The transmitter
and they
is new, and it's actually a 3-channel. The receiver is new, which comes for that specific model. The ESC is actually new, and it actually.
And good writers don't want to write for shows that are in the bottom of the ratings.
It actually features a real simple way to put your drag brake and to actually
every time a show gets rerun, you get more money.
do your lipo. So
if you're a
that
good writer,
is
you want to write for the
great right there.
That are in the
It's
ratings,
3S lipo compatible.
They need material for the Night Stalker. They needed material for another series called Get Christie Love, truly one of the worst television shows.
I mean, everything else is the same.
Ever conceived. No, it was a cop show. It wasn't one of the worst shows.
I mean, the transmission might be a little bit different,
it's got me started, so I got to tell you the rest of the story here.
That's something I really got to look into.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. The actress in Get Christie Love.
The tires are different on
Teresa Graves.
On the deadbolt.
From when they picked up
it's got the Maxxis.
They started the series.
The ones for
she became a Jehovah's Witness.
the Jeep Wrangler Ultimate comes with the BF Goodrich.
Her character should not do anything that the Jehovah's Witnesses wouldn't approve of. Now she's a policewoman.
The drive shafts are different.
She's supposed to go undercover and pretend like she's a hooker.
Other than that, everything seems to be the same. For the money,
she wouldn't do
if you're gonna get an RTR, since this one's already the deadbolt's already
was a total
3S capable, I would just go with that.
People from the church
I don't mind. Don't bother me none.
Couldn't do.
Something you could always change on your own. I don't actually like to spend the money
Bob and I
on doing all them upgrades.
The show never got made because
I've never really had any trouble with crawling with the original.
After selling 3 TV shows to Universal Television, Universal
Once did I ever not make one of my runs because I had the original parts.
75. It would have meant that we would have each been making about $50,000 a year, which was a whole lot of money.
Comes with the stickers, decals.
Today, but back then it was a fortune. And we didn't want to write television. We met television writers, they were kind of burned out. I mean, they just ground it out. And it was, we didn't want to become hacks. And it
comes
was
with the sticker decal, the booklet,
we wanted to write features, so we turned this contract
the
down.
manual.
My father was convinced that he would.
This is the remote. Oh, look at that. It actually has the new remote.
Face of the earth for turning down a deal like that, but we did. But with the
It's actually got a 3-channel
we're
remote.
doing this without an agent, we're just doing this ourselves. With the contract in our hands, before we turned
Hopefully
it down.
if it works out, it can probably work out for my
on doors, and so we got to send you the
winch.
contract. Would you sit down and talk to us? So we got an agent that
Goes with that. Comes with extra parts. Looks like a light for the lights.
Well, I would like to thank Bob Gale and Christopher Lloyd for joining us. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Steering, servo savers, and just small stuff.
You really ought to thank our wonderful faculty and interns and students. They threw this together in 2 weeks. The whole entire event. Thank you so much. And please enjoy the reception, the Channel Receive reception. We have cookies and punch, and we'll be giving away some prizes for the best costumes, courtesy of Universal Studios. Back to the WVAA. And please a shout out to Ron Ferguson, who brought in the DeLorean. Thank you for that. That was a wonderful fun. Thank you for all for coming.
Still had the 1.9 rims, so 1.9 rims, 1.9. I actually do enjoy this body. Maybe the only upgrade I'm gonna do to this one would be probably just the links, the steering. That's about it. Nothing else really. Let's take off this back cover. Compared to the original Jeep Rubicon, you could actually get to this